masterminded by the American Language Center right here in Douala. You know, they keep on engaging kids every now and then. Every year they have an event where kids go out to plant trees or just plant flowers. The idea is to conserve and protect the environment that we all live in. Thanks for coming, Mr. Martin Jumbam.
Pleasure's mine, Divine. Always a pleasure to answer your invitation and to be with you on your program.
Right, we couldn't get you on Wednesday because you were planning for the event on Thursday.
That's correct. Well, Wednesday, as you said rightly, was the Muslim feast, the Ramadan. So we joined them to pray for peace in our country.
Right.
It was very moving ceremonies all over the place, so that was good. And the World Day of the Environment falls on the 5th day of June each year.
Okay.
And the 5th day of June this year was Wednesday,
Okay.
which happened to be the Muslim feast. So we didn't hold our school didn't hold like everybody else. We were on vacation, and we have a group of children,
Okay.
25 of them this year. They're sponsored by the State Department in the United States of
Okay.
America through the embassy here in Yaoundé. They asked us to select children from very poor homes
Okay.
who are in lycées and colleges around Douala, and usually 13 to about 15 years of age, and train them,
Okay.
give them a kind of a scholarship. They call it a Access Micro Scholarship program, where we teach them English,
Okay.
teach them American culture and traditions. And as you know, one of the very well developed cultures in the United States is volunteerism.
Okay.
You volunteer your time,
Right.
you know, to
Right.
do something for somebody without necessarily expecting
A
financial
return,
reward.
so
That's right.
remunerations
And so we teach these children how good it is for you to volunteer your time,
Okay.
to do something for your neighbor, to do something for your community. And one of the things we do when we have these children with us is to, on the day of the World Day of the Environment,
Yeah.
to engage them
Okay.
in an aspect of the environment, one aspect or another. Not only do we teach them theoretically how our environment is changing and how harmful that is to us
Okay.
and to everybody else, but we also do practical work with them. Some years ago, I think about 4 years ago, we went to the stadium in here in Bepanda, the Omnisport
The
Stadium.
Omnisport Stadium
You
in
know,
Bepanda,
just
Douala. It's
with
popular across Cameroon.
Yes, with to clean the place up.
Okay.
And it was unbelievable. You wouldn't believe how much litter there is in that place. So we picked up plastic bottles, plastic especially, because plastic is one of the very harmful substances in our environment. You know, a plastic does not degrade.
Stays out there 1,000 years in the
Years, it's
soil.
there.
It blocks everything.
So we tell these children, you know, this is what we should not do to our environment.
Okay.
You may call it a drop in the bucket, but I think, you know, that little drop will be missed.
I also
We're not
remember
there.
you did a good job for the Just Roundabout. If you're used to Douala, you should know what I'm talking about. That's one
Yes.
of the most picturesque parts of the city. You
That's
planted
correct.
flowers in that a couple of years
Yes,
ago.
some years ago, we actually went to the city of Douala and we told them, listen, we want these children to do something environmentally. And so they were gracious enough to give us a piece of land. I mean, it's just a small spot there, you know, as you say, crossing over to Bonanjo from here. And we bought trees. We bought you know, trees that were
Okay.
still and small, and had these children plant those
Okay.
trees. You need to see them today. I mean, they're already big trees.
We need to have to go there one of these days to get images so we can show the people the good.
That's
But,
correct.
but when you say you only select kids from poor backgrounds,
Right.
that's segregatory. Because there are kids who may come from well-off homes, but they also want to be a part of the process.
Yes, the idea is that we're kids who come from well-off homes in a better position than kids who come from poor homes in many aspects, as you all know. Some of these kids come to us. Some of them had never even seen a computer.
Okay.
Some of them had never even touched a computer. So it's one of the things we do is to give them access to some of these modern tools of information.
How do you go about selecting the children? 25 this year,
good
for
question.
example.
Yes, we do. It's usually not an easy thing, but we are very grateful that many of the schools we touch base with, the lycées around,
Okay.
they are very receptive to us.
All right.
So what we do is we give them a kind of a questionnaire for them to select children of the age between 13 and 15.
Okay.
You know, boys and girls.
Right.
Sometimes Americans insist on the girl child being given
Gender
preference
balance.
yes,
right.
in many of these things, which we agree with. And so we go to these lycées and we tell the headmasters or the principals, this is what we want.
Okay.
You see, at first, understandably so, some of them were very reserved. They didn't know what we were trying to do. And one of them admitted to us, he said, you see, when some people come around and say they want to train your children, you give your children to them, you don't know what they're going to do.
Right.
You see, some of these religious sects and
There's
so
a lot of
on,
brainwashing going on.
That's
There's
right.
a lot of
You see, but when they come to see what we're doing and they understand that the American embassy has backs this program, they're very open to us. And
what edition are we talking about? For how many years have you been doing this?
This is about the third, or is it the fourth? The fourth program. We do it. It's a 2-year program.
Okay.
And we get kids who come to us on Wednesday afternoon. There are criteria. The child must be hardworking in school, must be doing well in school.
How do you judge hard work?
Well,
results?
that's why we rely on the principals of the school and the teachers who are cooperating with us. And they send us the children's report cards and so on. Yes, so that we ourselves.
You do the vetting.
We do the vetting. We receive quite a bunch, and then the criteria we go through with our teachers, and they're already quite familiar with this, and then we select them, and have them. They come to us on Wednesday because the children have to go to school.
Right.
Wednesday is when they have their afternoon.
They actually close earlier on Wednesday.
That's right. And they come to us, and then on Saturday, they come to us in the morning, and they're with us for a good part of the day till about 12.
Okay.
And we teach them, we train them. The ones who just started the program, and the first thing we told them was to elect their class officials. People who will be representing them and so on. The idea